Welcome back. Ice Cream Valley, another Mario World 2 Luigi's mission. Let's go. And we can go ahead and bop our little Lackey 2 friend on his tiny little noggin. Because who wants Lackey 2 doing that? Can I? I want to. There's no real reason. I don't know how it blocks it very well. That pipe had coins on it, which told me, hey, you might want to go down here. Go down here and get a draggy coin. I wish there was a dragon coin counter. I've said this about many games I've played. My love-hate relationship with dragon coins. For the most part, I find them useless, meaningless for the most part, because they're worth a fifth of a life. Not even like a third of a life. No. 1/5. And as such, it doesn't really give you a lot of meaning, really, to go look for them. It just doesn't. It really doesn't. But I did it. I got them. I got them all. So we'll continue on. Forwards in this game. Don't know where the blue switch is. There is a blue switch somewhere. I don't care. I'm getting all flowers. Because that is what I do. And there we go. So we can move on forwards. You know, what's the point? What's the point in adding switch boxes to levels prior to the switch? You know, there are some games where levels have replayability. I mean, there are some games where levels have immense replayability, and it's like, oh hey, I really want to go back there and like see this level again. But I don't know, Mario games, and it's not this hack. It's Mario games in general. I've never really had that connection on where it's like, oh hey, I want to go back and redo this level, unless it was for like a speed run type of thing and there's like a reason behind it. I've never just been like, oh hey, by the way, I'm just gonna play this again. So it never really made a lot of sense to me why you would potentially add in like the switch boxes before you actually get them, because it's like I'm not gonna unless I need something from that level, like say dragon coins are being counted or star coins or something. Like I'm not gonna take the time to go back and do that. It's just not what I'm gonna do. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. We will just move on. I forgot how generous this game is with the power-ups. It's a lot more power-ups than I remember. Okay. Well, we will try and avoid that football because get in that pipe, Luigi. Footballs are just a man's non-best friend. They're awful. They bounce around sporadically. They bounce towards you. You get hurt by them. It's not fun times. Red level. I'm going to assume that the secret exit is gonna be the blue switch. That's what I'm going to assume. I don't know if I'm right. Probably not right in any manner. But that is what I'm going by my assumption. I don't know where the secret exit... There's an invisible ceiling. It's so weird. It's weird just to have an invisible ceiling. I'm pretty sure this came out before the patch. But there's a patch out that... I'm going to do it. There's a patch that, at least for the bottom part of the screen, I don't know if it's the top part of the screen too, but if Mario goes over the bottom and or top part of the screen, it, well, I know at least the bottom part, it, stops his horizontal movement, so you can't actually try and squeeze your way under a level and whatnot, which is nice. And if that worked for the top of the screen, I mean, that'd be perfect, because that would stop people from jumping over things. I kept saying blue switch. It's green switch. So that means they were probably green blocks in the first level. That's the problem, making, like, changing the color of switch blocks. If they're blue, like any shade of blue, you're like, oh, they're probably blue. No, might be a different color. Like the blue one I got by the midpoint, which held a mushroom because it was actually yellow, and like I hit it because I just was not sure. I wasn't sure what type of block it was, but I found out it is indeed yellow. So we will, I guess, just keep going and go forever. And where was it? It was over here somewhere. Here it is. I was like, oh, might as well jump directly on top of that dragon coin. I mean, it worked out in the end, because I did not die. I'm getting the dragon coins. New real reason to do that, other than just get the life, I guess. And there's the final one. That one's a little more dangerous to get, because I'm fairly certain it was just at the point that, like, if you don't jump directly as soon as you get the dragon coin, you start getting the platform falling faster than Mario, so you kind of like fall off of it thing going on. This music sounds awfully familiar. I get a cape. It is mine. It's my way to fly around. Capes are the best. I will say, I just played a Super Mario World randomizer about a week ago. And one thing I didn't know about the randomizer is when you randomize the power-ups, you have a chance of getting hammer bro hammers instead of a normal fire flower. And at first I was like, oh, is this just a graphics replacement? No, it's actually hammers. And they don't work. I wouldn't say they are 100% like Super Mario Bros. 3 hammers, where they can really just knock out anything in the entire world. But they were able to, like, get rid of thwomps and thwimps and some other sprites that normally wouldn't be able to gotten rid of with fireballs or just cape. So it was actually useful. Like the fire flower or hammers in that game actually felt like they had more of a purpose. Also, I'm missing singular Dragon Coin. I don't know where it is. It's not really that big of a deal. But I was curious where it was. Anyway, I got 110. That means another bonus game. I don't know. Right here? Sure. Don't care. So I'm past the point of like, yeah, I need these lives. The bonus game's nice. It is, but once you play it so many times, you're like, whatever. Like, yeah. It's a nice way to get lives. Especially like early game. But once you have a bunch of levels under your belt, and you may have like a better spot for like a life farm, you're like, what is the point of the bonus game? Well, I see that, but I also see that. And there is a secret exit. It's here. Bubbles all around. I don't remember the game having so many bubbles when you're underwater. That just me not remembering the game right? It could be. I mean, that's a huge possibility. I'm just flat out not remembering the game right. And in fact, you do normally have this many bubbles in the game. Fudge! I almost did the exact same thing, like, twice in a row. I don't really need that, but I'm getting it anyway. I'm hoping, yep. I was hoping for a power-up. And it did not disappoint, because I got one. Chuck me on. It's blocked a little. Not very much. Not enough to matter. Also, I was hoping for a power-up. There's the power-up. It's here. But we will continue. I was a little afraid. Of not making that. But I did make it. I saw that Chuck. I'm like, he's gonna jump at me. And he jumped at me. I'm like, aha! I completely just got batted in the face by a Chuck. It was bad times. All around. Just all around. But, bad times were had by a Chuck. Chuck, man, just not a nice